the quiet, picturesque towns of northern England, a sinister figure lurked in the shadows during the 1980s, known as the Fox. Malcolm Fairley left a trail of fear and devastation in his wake. This is the story of his life, his crimes, and the pursuit that led to his capture. Fairley was born on the 21st of August 1952 in County Durham, England. His upbringing was anything but idyllic. Raised in a working-class family, Fairley's early life was characterised by economic hardship and familial instability. Struggling both academically and socially, he often found himself at odds with authority figures. In the late 1970s, Fairley's criminal activities escalated. He became known for his skillful burglaries, often targeting remote homes in rural areas. His methodical approach and ability to evade capture earned him the infamous name, the Fox. Fairley's burglaries were not just about theft, they were about power and control. He would break into homes while the occupants slept, subjecting them to terrifying ordeals. Armed and masked, Fairley would assault his victims, leaving them physically and psychologically scarred. His ability to instill fear was unparalleled. Fairley's crimes grew increasingly violent after his burglary on the 10th of May 1984. During this break-in, Fairley stole a 12-bore shotgun. This would give him new confidence he'd never had in his life. He began breaking into homes while residents were asleep, threatening them with weapons and subjecting them to brutal assaults. His attacks were calculated and merciless, often leaving his victims traumatized long after he fled the scene. Between 1983 and 1984, Fairley's reign of terror reached its peak, operating primarily in the rural areas of Northumbria, Cleveland, and Durham. He committed a series of home invasions that shocked the nation. The media dubbed him the Fox, and the public lived in fear of his next attack. The police launched an extensive manhunt called Operation Peanut, involving 200 officers, a Lynx helicopter belonging to the RAF, costing the already stretched Bedfordshire police £200,000. But Fairley proved elusive. He meticulously covered his tracks, leaving little evidence behind. The pressure on law enforcement was immense as the number of victims continued to rise. The turning point in the investigation came in August 1984. A breakthrough occurred when a victim managed to provide a detailed description of Fairley, leading to the creation of a composite sketch. This, coupled with forensic evidence and a relentless investigation effort which included the 24/7-hour phone line, which at its height was receiving 300 calls a day, the net began to close around the Fox. On August 29, 1984, Malcolm Fairley was finally apprehended. His arrest brought a sense of relief to the terror-stricken communities. The man who had eluded capture for so long was now in custody, facing justice for his heinous crimes. Fairley's trial was a high-profile event, drawing significant media attention. He was charged with multiple counts of burglary, assault, and sexual offences. In May 1985, Malcolm Fairley was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. His capture and conviction marked the end of a dark chapter in Northern England's history. The legacy of Fairley's crimes left an indelible mark on the victims and their communities. While justice was served, the psychological scars endured will never heal. Fairley's story serves as a chilling reminder of the impact one individual can have on countless lives. Thank you for joining us in uncovering the story of Malcolm Fairley. This is my first video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more true crime stories that delve into the darkest corners of human nature. Until next time, stay vigilant and stay safe.